friends, it's Deanna and Sophia here, and we're super excited to bring you the Essential Dolman dress pattern for dolls. So I'm going to be making her some matching dresses, and we're super excited about it. So let's get started. Alright friends, I'm super excited to be sewing this up. I'm using the same type of fabric. The cool thing about sewing doll patterns is that you can use all your scraps. So I'm using the same one, so we're making a knee length, kind of like the one I have on today. And we're making a maxi separate, not separate, but a maxi two-piece. And this is, I have one just like this as well. So I used the last little bit of my scraps for the top. I'm using pockets for the one piece, and then I'm doing the waistband for the separates. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is, if you're adding pockets, we're going to go ahead and add pockets. I've got only one pocket that I'm sewing up, so I only cut 2 of these. If you're sewing 2 pockets, you're gonna need 4 of them. Then you're going to go ahead and grab your pattern and place your pocket where your pocket pattern placement is. So I'm using one piece of the side because I don't need to do it on both, I just need to do it on one. And here's my, I like to move it kind of like so you can kind of see where it's at. And I'm going to place my pocket right there. And as you can see, the pocket is facing down towards the bottom of the hem, and we're going to sew that on with your preferred stretch stitch, and we're going to do the same for the front. So what I do is, you got to make sure that they're going to match up. So it's going to be the pocket, since I'm only making one, is going to be on this side right here. See how I put them right sides together, the bodices, and the pocket should be on the same side. So then I can grab my pattern piece, place my pattern over my pattern piece, and do the same here with this pocket to match up where my pocket is supposed to be. I don't know if you can see it, but my pocket outline is right there. And then I clip, and I'm gonna go sew that up. Alright, once that's done, you can go ahead and open your pocket and steam your seam allowance towards your pocket. And you can go on this side and top stitch right here along the edge of your pocket to top stitch that seam, so that when you fold it, it will be top stitch on there and your pocket won't be coming out. So you can go ahead and do that. And then while we're doing that as well, we're gonna grab our back pieces. So this is the inseam and this is the back seam back here. And we're going to fold that over to give your this is where your hook and loop is gonna go. So we fold that 1/2 inch in, and we're going to go top stitch it on our sewing machine. And I'm gonna do that for all the backs, even for my 2-piece. Well, I say 2-piece. Yeah, I guess it's like a 2-piece. I did do a video on the Ellie and Mac YouTube channel that just released not that long ago about how I actually sewed up this pattern into a 2-piece for the adult pattern, and made it so that the skirt and the bodice are separates. So if you want to go check that out. Alright, so I'm going to top stitch that after I top stitch that, but I'm going to go ahead and show you now, because you all know I like to do as many steps as possible at the same time. We're going to sew our shoulders right sides together. So I'm going to go, especially because I have clips, it kind of keeps it all together, so that's okay. So because the neckline is separate from that, so I'm not going to sew that first and then that, but we're going to match up those shoulder seams, shoulder edges here, right sides together. And so you can see that the folded edge, it's the inside part, and then the arms are on the outside. Alright, first I'm doing the pockets. I'm edge stitching that pocket. As you can see, it's on the edge and the inside, so that when it's folded, you won't even see that. And now I'm going to top stitch the back. Alright, and now I'm heading over to my serger and sewing those shoulder seams. I just like to use my serger, but you definitely can use your sewing machine with a stretch stitch at the shoulders and everything else. Like I said, I just like using my serger, so that's why I'm over here. All right, our next step is to grab, this is my shoulder seam here, and here's my sleeves, and we're gonna fold them up 1/4 inch and then another 1/4 inch and steam, and then we're gonna top stitch them. That's gonna be our hem of our sleeve. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and top stitch those down. All right, now that that all is done, we're gonna go ahead and sew our sides by folding it right sides together and sewing that side seam on all of them. I could cut all these threads off, but I'm hoping I'm gonna eat them with my, when I do my serger. I'll just cut them right off. The skirts are going to be opened and faced right sides together and sewing those sides. Now, if you have pockets, then you're going to have to go around the pockets. So we're gonna sew all the way around those pockets. So you go down and around the pocket and back down. While I'm at it, I'm also going to prep my neckbands. To do so, to prep my neckbands, I'm going to fold them right sides together first. I'm going to create that memory fold by steaming them wrong sides together. I don't know if I said right sides, I meant wrong sides. I'm going to do that for both. But then I'm going to go to my sewing machine, my serger actually, just because I like how my serger sews. That's the only reason, but you can do this whole thing with a stretch stitch on your sewing machine. So, and I'm gonna fold it right sides together and just sew those raw edges so that it's finished, so the neckband will be finished at the sides. But I have already have that memory hem, so that way when I turn them, I'll have that fold. Alrighty, so now that we've got this all sewn together, the next step is to sew our neckband on. And to get rid of these serger tails, what I'll do is I'll tuck them into here. I like to do a zigzag stitch, fold them into the seam allowance and zigzag stitch them on, but you can just feed them with a needle through the seam or whatever you want to do to get rid of those. And hide them up, so we'll do that in a little bit. But for the neckband, here's my neck area, here's my neckband, and like I said, you're just going to flip that right over and have that finished edge right there. So flip that one over as well, and now I have a finished edge band, and I'm gonna fold it right sides together here at the finished edge. And on the middle inside, I'm going to make a little mark because that's my middle. And I'm going to grab my shoulder seams, fold them together, and mark the middle of my bodice as well. Then I'm going to match up my neckband with my bodice. On this one, there's no right or wrong, but you're going to match them right sides together if you had a right or wrong. And then I'm going to stretch it to come over here to this edge. So when you're sewing it together, you're going to be stretching the neckband on as you're sewing it on. So I'm going to do that for both versions because they're both the same. So now we're going to go ahead and sew that on, and while we're over there, we can go ahead and hem the bottom of our dress and a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way down. I am hemming my skirt on my cover stitch because I have white thread on here, so I'm just gonna use that. I had black thread on my sewing machine, so that's why I did it on there, and so that's why I'm switching to this. Alright, so it's time for hook and loop. I just actually bought some the other day for this exact project because I had run out. And what we're doing is we're going to, well, for the bodice, we're going to go ahead and put this skirt here. And we're going to, first of all, one of the things we're going to do is tucking this serger tail for all of them, just like we did on the shoulder seam, the sleeve seam. And so we're going to tuck that in however you want to tuck it in. And then we're going to measure 2 inches up from the bottom. And we're going to put the hook and loop on the inside, all the way from the top, all the way to the 2 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. And so you're going to sew this down, and you're going to sew your hook and loop right here at the edge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down one side, over and up and all the way around. And actually the dress, that's all that we need to finish up with the dress. So I'm going to do that same thing to the dress as well. Well, I guess I should have measured them together. Okay, so one piece is going to go on the inside, and the other piece will go on the outside, like so, because they're going to overlap each other. See that? So you want one to be on the outside and one to be on the inside. And after you sew those on, I know it's kind of hard to see because it's black. After you sew those on, we're going to put them on top of each other, and then I'm going to sew a rectangle to sew this closed here at the bottom. And for the dress, I'm going to do the same thing, tuck that in and put hook and loop all the way down. Instead of stopping like that one, you're going all the way down, and you're going to put one on one side and the other on the other side so they overlap each other, and the dress will be done. So I'm going to put my dress aside and continue to work on the 2-piece. Alright, so once I close that back, I'm going to go over here and sew the bottom closed. I'm sewing all the way up where the hook and loop is, and then turning around and going over. Make sure that you're not catching any fabric from the front. You're just catching those two backs. Okay, so now that we've had that sewn together and we have our bodice basically sewn shut, we're gonna mark our front, our sides, our back, and our front. So really I just have to mark my front on here because I already have the back marked in the front and in the sides. And then I'm gonna mark the same on the skirt, the sides, and the front and back. And I'm going to turn one right side out. I'm just going to turn my skirt, fit my skirt right over my bodice. And I'm going to match those points. And I'm going to sew a 1/2 inch away from the edge. I'm going to go sew a 1/2 inch down from that edge all the way around. Alright, once that's sewn, and I used a stretch stitch on my sewing machine. It's got to be done with a sewing machine because you have to be able to move open this seam allowance. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim my seam allowance of my bodice. Not your skirt, your bodice. Alright, once I finish cutting that, we're going to open it up. And we're going to pull that seam allowance up towards the bodice. And we're going to top stitch all the way around. We're going to top stitch it to the bodice all the way around, leaving a little gap here where we're going to insert that tiny elastic. Make sure you don't catch any other fabric. You're only catching the fabric, the skirt, waist area, and then to the top. But make sure you don't catch any fabric underneath it. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my elastic and I'm going to measure my doll's waist, and then we're going to go 2 inches in from that. So I'm just going to pull in and cut my elastic. Then I'm going to grab my elastic, and through that gap that I left, I'm going to fit it right in. I'm going to use a safety pin. Now I'm going to zigzag stitch them together and sew that gap closed, and we'll be done. All right, friends, we are finished, and here's her first outfit. We match the exact same dress. Super cute. I love it. I think it turned out really cute. And now I'm going to show you the other outfit, which I love as well. And here is the maxi length version. Super cute. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Go grab your pattern, your doll, your kid, your adult pattern, and all three of you can match. Or you can give it as a present. It's super cute and actually surprisingly easy to sew. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't so you never miss any of our tutorials. Find us on Facebook and Instagram so you can share your makes with us. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!